Hey, what's up, everybody? I am your high performance mindset coach and public speaker, Jay Hollingshed, and this is episode 131 of 365. This is also my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance series. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you all for tuning in each and every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I got to thank my people who are already here and on the front row, starting with my brother AJ, Arthur Hollingshed. You already know I love you, bro. I appreciate you. CJ Tate, man, front row seat. My brother from another mother, my twin from the other end. CJ, what's up, man? Also, my aunt Gina Cecily tuning in as well. Thank you so much. Now, all those that are watching this on a repeat, I'd like to thank you as well. I appreciate you all for watching on repeat. Now, if you want to watch this episode in its entirety, please do so on my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has all of my episodes, 100 plus, and they're all backlogged for your viewing pleasure. So feel free to like, share, bless someone else with the video as you see fit. Now, today is Thursday, day 5 of the week. And on the 5th day of the week, we discuss pillar number 5 of 7. Now, pillar number 5 is imagery and visualization. Imagery and visualization. A couple more people to thank before we get started. Tracy Miller, my man, my frat brother from Memphis. What's up, Tracy? Also, Jackie Kirksey, thank you for tuning in as well. All right, everybody else, I'm going to have to try to thank you on the back end so we won't interrupt the broadcast. So, imagery and visualization. Here we go. Now, today's episode is going to be focused on your thoughts, the thoughts you have of your imagery and visualization process. Now, as I've been preaching over and over again, also as I teach in my workshops and my seminars, that when we think in pictures, okay? So here's my thing. From the title of this episode, the thoughts of your imagery and visualization process. When you think of yourself, what do you think about? Are you thinking of, or what version of you are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the version that you want to grow into, the version you want to become, your end result or your goal that you're trying to reach? Are you thinking about that person you're trying to grow into? If you want to be like 3 years down the road, you have a goal that you want to be a certain weight. And are you thinking about that person? Is that who you see? Is that who you are imagining? Or is that who you are envisioning? Or are you thinking about the current person you are now, the current version of you as is, no change, no future thoughts of process of going into any type of personal development? You got the future you and you got the current you. Which one are you visualizing? Which one are you imagining for your imagery and visualization process? Now, let me paint a picture for you. When you're walking to the store or walking through the store or walking through the mall, we cannot see our own face. We cannot. So we have to depend on the eyes of others, looking at our own self through the eyes of others, because their expression gives us a depiction or an idea of what's going on with us or what we look like. Here's an example. Say I'm walking in the store and I just finished one of my crazy healthy smoothies, right? And it has a lot of spinach and kale in it. So I'm walking and next thing you know, I'm smiling and talking to somebody and they got this weird look on their face. They're frowning up because I got a piece of spinach in my teeth. I don't know that, but I'm looking at their eyes and they're looking at me crazy and focused on my mouth. Well, that's telling me that, okay, something's wrong with my mouth. I don't know what it is, whether it's good or bad or what, but something just ain't right. So I'm depending on the eyes of others to see what I look like. So in other words, I'm giving them a depiction of me. Now that's the physical version. Hey, my wife Lisa tuning in. What's up, babe? Also, Brian Reed, I see you tuning in as well. So I'm depending on them to tell me what I look like. Sherry McGowan, I got you. Don't worry about it. I see you tuning in. And so if someone's looking at me and they see the spinach in my teeth, then that's a physical version or a physical way of them looking at me, or I can see myself or my physical self. Now, That's the physical side. But there's a spiritual side to that as well. When I say spiritual, what am I talking about? I'm talking about they can see my self-esteem. They can see my courage. They can see my character. They can see my persona. They can literally see the vibes that are coming off of me, or see and feel the vibes that are coming off of me or coming from my person as I talk to them, the confidence that I have, the things that are exuding from me or exuding from my spirit. Now, that's a physical manifestation of what I look like or the depiction that I'm giving them. And there's also a physical version of that manifestation. Now, the thing is, we control what others see of us, okay? We are controlling how others see us. How we want others to see us, we control that. Now, let's reiterate our topic. Thoughts of your imagery and visualization process. Like I said, we think in pictures. Here's the thing. What are we thinking about? The future us that we want to grow into, or the old us, or the current us that we are right now as is. So when we think, let's think of this. Most of us as Americans in our American society, we think of ourselves, we try to rank ourselves. And we rank ourselves in a hierarchy or relative to the person that we are close to, or people that we see, or people that we admire, or people we want to be like. And most of the time, being that this is a capitalistic society, we rank ourselves according to our income. A lot of us, we rank ourselves according to our income. So say you make a few $1,000s a year, okay? Then your mindset is set at a few $1,000s, which means, as Cedric the Entertainer would say, I'm a thousandaire. Put it like that. Or that's the current you. Now, the future you, multimillionaire, okay? That's what you want to see. Then if you want people to see the multimillionaire person you are, or that you want to be, if you want them to see you as that multimillionaire, you want them to see you as what you want to be in the future, then that's what you must display. But how do you display that? We go back to the thoughts we have of ourselves. We think in pictures. So we have to think of ourselves in those terms. How do you think along the lines of a multimillionaire? Okay, that has to be a constant thought all the time, 24/7. Trust me, I am making that a habit right now as I do this video. How do I do that? Here's what I do. Every day, every night, all during the day, every thought that I have when I am awake. If I'm eating cereal from a bowl, I'm sitting there saying, okay, this is how a multimillionaire eats his cereal. I am that multimillionaire. I'm thinking multimillionaire. I'm not saying that this is how somebody in poverty eats their cereal. No, I'm thinking about somebody in mass abundance, a multimillionaire. If I'm talking to somebody or communicating to somebody right now, like this very instance, I'm looking at the camera, I'm talking to the camera, but in my mind, I got an audience out there of millions of people. I am on stage right now, and I am talking to millions of people as a $1 million coach or as a $1 million public speaker. I am speaking as a $1 million coach or a $1 million public speaker. Same thing if I'm walking down the street and I'm walking and I'm thinking about how I walk, or I'm conscious of the way I walk. I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm walking like a multimillionaire. I'm not saying to myself, I'm walking like a few thousandaire, a few $1,000-aire, if that makes any sense. I'm not focused on a few $1,000s, okay? Because if I'm doing that, then my mindset is already down there, or it's where the current version of me is. Back to the title of our subject. Thoughts of our imagery and visualization process. We think in pictures. So the picture that's staying in my mind is that multimillionaire coach, that multimillionaire public speaker. And I'm relating that multimillionaire public speaker or that multimillionaire coach to everything I do all day, every day, no matter what it is. If I'm making my bed, I'm saying to myself, this is how a multimillionaire makes his bed. I am that multimillionaire. I don't sit there and say, this is how somebody that has a few $1,000s in his pocket or in the bank, and what I'm going to do is make my bed like somebody that makes a few $1,000s. Nah, it don't work that way. Now, here's the thing. If you were to do the same thing, how would you change? How would your demeanor change? I spoke earlier about the people, we can allow people to see what we want them to see of us. I spoke earlier about the spiritual aspects, our character, our persona, our self-esteem, our courage, our confidence. If we thought our every waking thought would be that of a multimillionaire, how would that change? How would our courage change? How would our self-esteem change? How would our our persona change? Our confidence, where would our level of confidence be? And how would that exude? Would that exude from somebody? Would that exude from us stronger than somebody making a few $1,000s? Yeah, heck yeah. Oh man, shoot, we be walking up, chest out, shoulders back, head tall, like all of the supreme confidence in the world. That's what we got. That's what we are. Okay, that's what we're claiming to be. So we want people to see that if we are thinking that, the body always follows the mind. That's another thing I teach all the time. The body follows the mind. So if the body follows the mind, we're acting out the pictures that we have in our mind. So you act like a multimillionaire. You're going to walk and talk, think, and move like a multimillionaire. Your actions will display that. People will see you differently and they will respond to you differently. They will respect you in a different way. You walk around like somebody who only makes a couple of $1,000s a year, your body will act like that. Your body will reflect the images in your mind. That's how people are going to see you, judge you, and categorize you. That's what I got to say for today. I want you as a coach. I can't leave this episode and not challenge you to upgrade your thinking, upgrade the pictures of yourself in your mind, how you see yourself, because how you see yourself is how others are going to receive you. You want others to take you seriously? Well, then you got to be serious about yourself. You want others to see you and accept you I want others to accept me as $1 million coach. I want others to accept me as a confident public speaker. So for me to do that, I cannot go around talking low, head down, and reading notes saying, okay, if you want to get better, you got to think positive. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Everybody say think positive. Think positive. Man, I get booed off the stage with tomatoes thrown at me and everything else. I got to have my A game tight. I got to have my $1 million game on. In fact, 24/7. So if I'm thinking that $1 million mindset 24/7, I'm going to eventually get there and be that way. I will be that person. So as a professional coach, I am challenging you to upgrade your thinking. My people tuning in, Curtis Odom, Ludi, what's up? Omega Sci-Fi, Troy Wilkins, I appreciate you for tuning in. One more person. Who was that? That was LaDorcia Jackson. What's up? I appreciate you. Danella Hicks, I see you already. So everybody. Who was that? Rewa Franklin. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. But I thank everybody for tuning in on this Imagery and Visualization Thursday. I hope you got something out of this lesson today. I'm challenging you to upgrade your thoughts of yourself. Once you do that, you will act differently. You will talk differently. People will see you differently and they will respond to you in a different way. You want the respect? Then act like it. Put it out there. Have people receive you as what you want in your mind, okay? That's all that I have for today. And if you want more information on being coached and how to act this out, or being coached into how to grow yourself on a personal development way, or to grow a high performance mindset, get with me. You can hit me up at speaktojay.com, speaktojay.com, or you can go to my website, jayhollingshed.com. There should be a link right now posted in the verbiage of this episode. Feel free to hit that link. It should be my name. Just touch my name and it'll take you right to it. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much. Be well, stay blessed, and as always, through love, be a blessing. God bless.